Arhinna, your tarot life coach. I hope you guys are doing super fantabulous. And today is the 1st of March, so hello everybody. I hope February treated you well. I'm going to apologize about my voice. Videos are running late because guess what, guys? I've done so many videos, I've lost my voice. So work with me, guys, hang out with me, and welcome back, fam. I've missed you. It feels like forever when I miss those weeklies in between. Guys, I feel like I'm not with you guys. So I apologize because I've been trying to catch up with these specials and get some of these monthlies done. With that being said, guys, you better be ready. March 4th is a big day. That is when Venus will go retrograde. Yes, so it'll be 13 degrees Aries, okay? Wait, no, I'm sorry. March 4th, it goes, it goes 13 degrees Aries. And then it goes direct on the 15th and 26 degrees Pisces. I am not an astrologist, guys. These are notes that I've written down from listening to other people, okay? So we'll be out of this phase on May 20th. So Mars and Venus are both in Aries, guys. People are going to be a little bit self-centered, so watch it. And Venus affects your sensual nature, your love, your emotions. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've been super emotional with this new moon in Pisces. I don't know what's going on, you guys. However, I'm working through it just like you, and I pray that we make it through. All right, so just like Mercury retrograde, when communication goes on the fritz, relationships might go on the fritz. This is also not a good time to go out and buy like a whole bedroom set or a living room set or anything like that, because you might not like it in a couple of weeks, okay? So being mindful that if you're in a relationship or anything like that, this is a good time to talk about what's going on, what's different, what's better, what could change, and things of that nature. However, starting new relationships is probably not the best thing to do. All right? So with that being said, guys, welcome back. Big hugs, lots of love, high five, daps, and shoulder rubs, guys, because I know I'm super stressed. I don't know about y'all. And I'm going to apologize if my voice completely goes out. These videos may take longer to get out, okay? So with that being said, let's jump into our power animal. We have the squirrel, and all I gotta say, Cancer, is squirrel shows up when it's time to look for love. And I'm gonna tell you, you got the spirit of love, and it's time to shake that bushy tail for some love, all right? Now, this talks about you have the ability to solve your puzzles and resourcefulness, quick change of direction, storing them nuts for the future, making sure you have everything you need. It's also about avoiding danger by climbing higher. So by saying that, I mean like looking from things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, okay? Now the ideas that are obstacles this is what's gonna be overcome. The squirrel is very powerful, okay? And it's usually when you think you've hit the dead end or you're ready to give up, this is when the animal shows up for you. Have you ever seen a squirrel? A squirrel don't give up, okay? A squirrel's gonna go out, it's gonna get that last nut if it has to. It doesn't mind, okay? So this is it's about lightening up our load physically, mentally, and emotionally. And they're busy animals, so you need to have some time to play and have some fun. Ask yourself, are you too active or not active enough? Are you afraid? Are you hung up on something? This is what this animal's trying to tell you. I'm also going to tell you trust issues can be present when the squirrel shows up. So watch how you're feeling about things, okay? Now, with that being said, I want to talk about the two spirits that showed up to guide you through this. So we have the spirit of challenge. The spirit of challenge is being guided by the night eagle. The night eagle is known as the owl. That means, my friend, Cancers, y'all are so freaking on point when it comes to intuition. Most water signs are. You guys are just really good at knowing things. And the night eagle is all about seeing through the darkness. Also knowing that it's time for a change. So there's something that you need to change, because the owl is the announcer of death. He's the announcer of saying cycles are about to change, okay? This is transformation, guys. This is your strength. This is leave things that no longer serve you in the past and move forward, okay? Now, with that being said, the spirit of love is showing up for you. Spirit of love is telling you, love in every aspect, unconditionally, yourself and others. It's very easy to expect others to love us, but sometimes pouring that love back into ourselves, and I'm going to say I have trouble with this too, because sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't feel this way. Maybe they're right. No, maybe you should pour back into yourself, Cancer. A lot of times, Cancer has this gift of love. And then you give it all and it doesn't come back, and you retreat and you go back into your little safe home. And this is saying only through loving deeply will you be loved in return. This is about courage, betrayal, reversal, transformation. So the word transformation has already came out twice for you guys. So I'm going to tell you, this might be an intense month. This might be the setting point where you're going to decide what cycles you want to end in your love life and what you want to begin. With that being said, the spirit of water is what's wanting to come through. Guys, the train gets me every damn time, I swear. Trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path, okay, Cancer? Allow your inner child free reign. Believe in your dreams. Purify and cleanse your home. Healing is on its way. Emotional healing. If you look at all your cards, there's something they all have in common, and that is the blue. And for me, that's all about your throat chakra, guys. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to speak from your heart. It's time to have a centered life. It's about being in touch with the divine. If you feel it, say it, even if it might offend, but you might really need to say it in order to clear your energy. But just do it with love and kindness. It's not like everything we're going to say is going to be rose petals and freaking puppy dogs. I mean, this is reality. This is real life. Sometimes you got to say something that's going to hurt, but it's said to clear the way. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, I'm ready to jump in your read. We're going to be using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero, and I've already pre-shuffled your cards. However, we're going to bless them together. This read is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. You can also attribute this to your Venus sign. Cancer is my Venus sign, so all I can say, guys, is we love super hard, okay? And when we get hurt, we get hurt. So if your Venus is in Cancer, research it. It'll teach you a little bit of how you approach love and how you view love. Also, if your Venus is in Cancer and you're a dude, you're a guy, you really like pregnant women, which I find it's really interesting. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm going to go ahead and cut this deck and see what we're going to work with. We have the Ace of Wands, a new beginning from the Nine of Wands, because you know what? You've probably been stuck, Cancer, in a situation, but I'm telling you, this is a month of action. You could possibly be dealing with a fire sign, because these are two cards attributed to a lot of action and fire. All right, let's bless our deck. Saint Cecile bless these cards for Cancer for the month of March. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's be clear and concise. Alrighty, I think that is it. Guys, my voice is going out on me. I apologize. Maybe it's that throat chakra, huh? Alright, this is a 5-card spread focusing on your past. 7 of Wands. I love it. That's that courage, guys. The courage you need to move forward. In the present, 8 of Wands, you're definitely dealing with some action, Jackson, or a fire sign. Your hidden influence is swallowing that pride with the 5 of Arrows. Your advice is the 7 of Cups. And the possible outcome is the 2 of Discs. Now, your overall energy is the 7 of Discs. All right, so I automatically have 3 7s in your read. Somebody might be having a baby. That's what 3 7s usually mean for me, or it means this is the divine timing for things to happen for you, Cancer. All right, so starting off in the past, there was a situation that you possibly walked away from. Now, when I do these reads, guys, they're general reads, so apply them to your love life, to your family life, to your work life, or just in general, anything you want to apply it to. A lot of times I tell people, think about what you want to know before you start the video, and then allow the energy to speak to you. So, 7 of Wands, this is Ishtar, and she's walking through the pits of hell. She's about to get some answers, and this is where she meets her sister, her darker half, the Scorpio Queen, Ereshkigal, okay? And as you can see, Ereshkigal is pretty pissed off. She's there on the bed, and she's kind of pissed, and she sees Ishtar walking through. In this story, Ishtar does die, and the magician has to come through and save her. So I feel like there's a situation that must die. Remember, we have the owl, and the owl is the announcer of death. You have the owl and the squirrel. The squirrel's telling you to be resourceful. So in the past, you walked away from a situation that was no longer serving you, and you walked away with your dignity, and you walked away with your pride. High five, Cancer. All right. Now we're in the present moment, and we've already did the 7 of Wands, and now we're 8 of Wanding it up. Some of y'all are communicating effectively. You're exactly speaking from your heart. You're telling people what you want. Some of y'all might even be online dating, and the feedback might be super awesome, okay? Now, this 8 of Wands is coming in quick. So sometimes when that communication is coming in quick, you gotta watch what you're gonna say, especially since that hidden influence right next to it is that 5 of Wands. Be careful while you're emailing. Be careful while you're texting, while you're sending information over anything via social media, okay? Be very careful, because you can regret something that's being said. Because this 5 of Arrows, this is Anzu. And Anzu goes and he steals the tablet of life, right? And the tablet of life has the fate of man written on it. And this tablet is basically saying, this is what's going to happen next. This is how it's going to happen. And he takes it. The fate of man is in his hands. Well, all of a sudden, Ninatura, the king of disc, comes through. And he misses him, right? He doesn't get him. But he gets him on the second time. And Anzu is put to death. So this is a situation that you might think, oh, no one's going to find out. Or no one's going to know. Or you have a fire sign who's trying to keep something from you, all right? So with that being said, be very aware of the energy, because you don't want to regret something, okay? Because you see how those 3 arrows are up there and there's 2 arrows coming down? It's almost like a, uh-oh, what just happened here, okay? Now the advice is the 7 of Cups. For some of y'all, you have a lot of options on the table. And I want you to notice that you have these 2 owls right here, okay? These owls are kind of trying to help you see through in order to make a decision. You have a lot of things on the table, a lot of options. If you're online dating, you might be like the hot spot. I'm telling you, you might be super popular this month, right? With your little bushy tail looking all sexy. Anyways, what this card is trying to say is it's time to kind of narrow it down. Because if you see here, you got some dirty cups, right? Let me bring it in closer. You see those dirty cups? Yeah, you don't want those dirty cups. You want the clean cups. Where you want to drink from, baby? You want to drink from something clean, right? So get rid of the things that do not serve you. And that's, that's that spirit of water washing through. Basically saying, get rid of that and bring in the new, all right? Now, this 2 of disc energy that we have going on, this is about balance. So yeah, you have a lot of prospects coming in. You have a lot of stuff coming in, but you've got to learn to balance. Because if you don't balance, you're going to find yourself, of course, imbalanced. But I want you to notice something. It's like 2 little eyes. Oops, sorry. It's like 2 little eyes looking at you, right? A lot of times I see this card as somebody watching you, because it's like one person watching another person in a relationship. And at the bottom of the card, it talks about change. So I feel like you need to balance some things in order to change. Now, the overall energy that I'm picking up for you this month is the 7 of disc. I kind of feel like in this deck, this is where the bull is waiting for Tammuz to come out of hell, right? Because Tammuz goes to hell because Ishtar has to send somebody to hell to take her place. And Tammuz was her man, right? But he wasn't really like worried about her while she was down in hell dead. He was out gallivanting with other ladies. He was 7 of cupping it up, okay? Well, he spent 6 months in hell for that. So I'm going to tell you, this is a situation that if you're not careful in making the right decisions, it's going to feel like a living hell while you wait for the right stuff to come through. Okay, now I want to go through and clarify. I want to see what this 5 of arrows has. Show me the energy behind the 5 of arrows. Energy behind the 5 of arrows. 5 of arrows. The 3 of arrows. Okay, so if you're not careful in the way that you're communicating or the way you make a decision, because that's what arrows are about. They're like swords, okay? They're cutting through the bullshit and they're making decisions and choices. If you're not careful, you may run the risk, I'm telling you, of getting brokenhearted. However, if I want you to notice, if you're in a relationship with a fire sign, okay? The fire sign might be getting hurt, okay? Because you have so much coming through that you're just like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I want to see what else is out there, because there's so much coming in for you right now. So if this is a work situation, I'm going to tell you, although you have your confidence and you're communicating effectively, watch the arrogance, because you might have to swallow your pride. Also, if you're being offered a lot of things, a lot of jobs, a lot of positions, a lot of projects, narrow it down to the ones that are going to be the most fitting, because balance is everything, okay? Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and tie your read up together, Cancer. I noticed you didn't really have any majors this month. So what I'm going to tell you is this is the month that you're setting things up. Since there were no major Arcana cards, for me, this is the month that you're kind of doing more instead of like no big events are going to be happening. It's like you're setting yourself up. You're setting the presence. You're writing your screenplay, basically, and getting everything ready. You're making your decisions. Divine timing is coming through for you. All right? So what I found super, super interesting, because I'm going to tie your read together with the sacred sites that kind of describes why you're going through this situation that you're experiencing. The Mecca card came out. And Mecca in this deck is super cool because this is about harnessing your energy, okay? And this is in Hijaz, Saudi Arabia. So I had to draw another card to go with this card, and especially pay attention to the middle world is what it says, okay? So it talks about how the tribe of Quraysh established the ritual of prostrating themselves toward the stone 5 times a day and built many shrines containing a black stone considered to be the most revered element, okay? So this is all about, this card draws on all the energy from the rituals and prayers and thoughts and intentions that arise here. So I feel like you're kind of drawing like all of your energy, right? And you're trying to focus, and Mecca is telling you harness. And where you're going to harness your energy is in the middle world of Mount Kenya. So this is where we're at. It said pay special attention to this area. And this is Kirinyaga. Mount Kenya is the link between the heavens and the earth, a resting place for the gods when they visit. So this is saying, if you do not feel that you're thriving right now, then you need to address why. What do you think you're lacking? Is it something material or emotional? And who or what do you think can provide that need? This is where you have to be brutally honest with yourself. For in truth, it does not take much to sustain a fulfilling life. So that goes back to that balance and that 7 of Cups. What can really make you happy? Because the advice is to pick what's going to make you happy. Let's see. Let's ask the cards because I want to know now. Give us more insight on what they can narrow down decisions for with the 7 of Cups. There you are, the Princess of Cups. So I feel that for some, this is you pouring your love into yourself. Self-love, just like in the beginning. It's time to find the people that are going to celebrate you and treat you right and not take your resources, because that's what Mount Kenya is about. It's about the resources and living off the land. You're a gift to this world and we need you. And so you got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, pouring back into yourself and loving yourself. This could also be significant of meeting another water sign and starting a relationship, all right? So with that being said, your rune for this month is Jibo, and it's gift, guys. X marks the spot. Success, union, happiness. This is all about walking into your gifts. You are a gift. And I feel like, you're like the treasure chest. You're not the treasure chest. Yeah, the treasure chest. And we found you, and we need your gifts, all right? This is good fortune, guys. This is like union or pact. And the animal for this is the ox. And if you look right here, we have more ox. So I'm going to tell you, you have to be strong like the ox this month, okay? The color for this is blue also. So this is throat chakra. Pay attention to what you're saying and how you're communicating, and that way you can move forward, Cancer. All right, that's what I have for you this month. Oh, it also says that Jibo reassures that the basis to the relationship is generally beneficial and conflicts will be resolved, okay? This is one of those that says, even though there might be something where you had to swallow your pride or you got your feelings hurt, in the end, it all works out in your favor. All right, Cancer, big hug and lots of love. And if you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me at arianaluciano@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Just to let you guys know, prices have changed. The special is over. I'm going to have to raise some prices, guys, because I only get to work about 2 to 3 hours a night, because I do work full-time at a school, at an elementary school as a school counselor, and I get worn out. I'm a single parent, and I work about 2 to 3 hours extra, sometimes 2 in the morning. I'm up doing some extra videos whenever I can. However, the prices have gone up. So if you received an email previously and then I send you something else, please don't think that I'm trying to just overcharge you. All right? So big hugs, guys, and happy March. If you're going on spring break like I am, super great. I love spring break. Also, have a great Venus retrograde. See y'all next week.